All right, what's good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? We got King Sean first, Red Wings second. What's good, man? Y'all already know, man. This is the call in live stream show. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines for y'all to call in and give whatever opinions y'all have and ask whatever questions you may have as well. I already poured all of my thoughts. First of all, I was analyzing the game live during the game, so I was giving my thoughts then, and then at the end of the live stream, I also gave a lot of my thoughts. But I poured everything I had into the video that is currently uploading. It may have finished uploading by now. Did a full breakdown review video. If you really want to get all of my thoughts on the game, and you know me, I go position group by position group, the whole thing. But now I just want to open up the phone lines for y'all to call in and voice your opinions. If you have any questions, ask them, but I'm definitely here for y'all opinions. I'm pretty sure it might end up being a pretty long line, so I'm probably have to be really strict with the 3 minutes. I'm trying to stream probably till like 7 so I can go ahead and work on some more content. And yeah, man, we about to get busy, man. Let me go ahead and open up the phone lines. That's the number to call in if you want to call in. I feel like Sam Howell deserves to have his stats seen, so we're gonna move this down a little bit because that's priority. Sam Howell is priority for stats being seen for sure. What's good, First String Podcast? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate everybody that's pulling up. And yeah, man, I mean, until somebody's ready to call in, I can just talk about what I saw. Again, I pour all of my thoughts into my review video, so definitely make sure you go check that out if you want like a full in-depth review of how I feel about everything. But man, Sam Howell and Brian Robinson, definitely two of the top 5 players out there. If I wanted to like make offensive line like one player, kinda, offensive line was definitely a top 5 performance out there. The defensive line looked really good to me as well. I'm definitely surprised by how good the offensive line and defensive line. I mean, the defensive line is supposed to be good, right? But, I mean, we fired Sam Mills, and now we're seeing that the defensive line was being held back by Sam Mills. Or it's probably that, plus everybody's on notice now that Sam Mills got fired. Everybody's probably like, well, Sam Mills got fired, and this is Ron Rivera's boy for 11 years. I need to step it up because I could be next type of thing. Nobody's safe. And that's another part of the reason why I like the fact that Sam Mills got fired, because it sends a message to the team that it doesn't matter how loyal Ron Rivera is. At the end of the day, if you're not making the team better, you got to go. But yeah, the offensive line, defensive line, Sam Howell, Brian Robinson, number 16, Steven Parker, who we picked up less than a week ago. All of those guys looked really good out there. But again, this is the post-game live stream. I have the phone lines open, so make sure y'all call in, and any opinions you may have, any questions you may have, definitely make sure you pull up and call in. What's good, Alexander? What's good, VA Money Group? What's good, everybody? That was a really fun stream too, man. I'm just so happy to have football back. So live streaming during the game, y'all know me, man. Every preseason game, every regular season game, live streaming during, and then of course I'm gonna have my post-game live streams like I'm having right now. And we'll still be doing the Sunday live stream tomorrow, more than likely. Not 100% sure, but more than likely, the way everything looks, I should still be live streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. So make sure y'all pull up for that as well. But yeah, man, I'm just so excited. That was such a fun game. We technically didn't walk away with the dub, but we walked away with a lot of positives. Some negatives too, most notably headlined by Antonio Gibson, but a lot of positives, man. Everybody's on notice. Yeah, man. Man, that firing, again, even beyond just an upgrade at defensive lines coach, that firing also put probably a fire under everybody's belly a little bit. I mean, your seat's a little hot. What's good, James? What's good? What's good, man? Again, this is the call-in show, so y'all can call in with the number on the screen if you want to call in and let your voice be heard. 3-minute timer, so make sure you have your thoughts developed, your opinions developed, and everything. We about to go ahead and get to it. Let me go ahead and bring my boy VA Money Group in. Hold on. For some reason, I cannot hear this. Let me go to audio, playback, focus right. All right, I should be able to hear. All right, let me make sure because things are acting up a little bit. What's good, VA Money Group? You there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. What's good, man?
What's up, man? Hey, I just want to give like my thoughts on the game. I like what I saw. You know, a lot of fans are like, "Oh, defense looked kind of soft," or whatever like that. Hey, our defense looked as good as it's looked the whole time this regime's been in there. You know, it's a good regime. I want them to stay for, as long as they want to stay while he's there. That being said, I would like to say that Ron Rivera and his regime is terrible at finding talent. Like, they're terrible at it. You know what I'm saying? If you could think back a few years ago, one of the key highlights of 2 years ago was Thomas Davis chasing a quarterback. Right? There was a quarterback escaping the pocket. I think he needed 8 yards to get the first down. Thomas Davis gave like a generous angle to get to stop that play. The guy still beat him around the edge, made the first down. I think he got like 5 or 6 more yards after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as I say all that to say that, how did that guy, find himself on our roster and then also find himself on the field and end up playing? I think he started almost half that season before he retired. He started almost half that season. You get what I'm saying? So this is what we're dealing with. That's something scary. That scared me real time. Like, right watching that, I was scared. I'm like, that is what we have on the field. You know what I'm saying? So we got Jared Davis, who I'm gonna continue to support, but I know like he's not built for linebacker. I know that. I've seen enough. I've watched football my whole life. He's not built for linebacker. I've seen what he does. Hopefully he improves, but if he doesn't, so what? But the problem is, we know what we have in him, right? And what we have behind him is Mayo. Is that not a problem?
Yeah, I'm
Is that not a
afraid of
problem
Mayo.
that for 3 years we've been dealing with this kind of problem? 3 years. The whole time this guy's been in here, we've been dealing with the same problem. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I like the defensive line and what they did. I like Sweat. He just has to, get back in, get his juices back flowing and stuff like that. Same thing with Shaka Tilley. Shaka Tilley is developed. He's in the backfield the whole game. Yep. You know what I mean? So I just like it, man. Our offense didn't look that explosive. I told these guys that Wentz is going to be a version of Alex Smith when Rivera came into town, and Spurs Turner came into town. Like, he doesn't know the offense. He's not 100% confident. And there's a stark difference between Taylor Heineke when he's running the offense and when Wentz is out there and he's running the offense. It's a difference, right? So, it just is what it is. We're going to win 8, 9 games, maybe 10 games, hopefully. And, I hope Wentz doesn't get booed out of town. You know what I'm saying? All these guys hyping him up. Oh, Wentz is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want them to relax, man, because we have a solid team and a solid culture. That's all. Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Appreciate that. My boy, BA Money Group, man. Definitely make sure you can call in. Well, I was about to say next week, but I'll more than likely be having a show tomorrow if you can also pull up that day as well. So, man, thank you for calling in. That was the only caller we had, so we back to just chilling. I'll be in the chat. Again, the phone lines are open for y'all to call in. This show is for y'all. Like I said, I poured all of my thoughts and analysis in a 37-minute long video, really 38. It's 37 minutes, 40 seconds. Breakdown of everything that went down in the game. Y'all know me, man. I go position group by position group the whole way through, starting with the quarterbacks and everything. So, if y'all want to hear how I feel, I got that video out there. I also started talking about it. Plus, if you want to just ask a specific question, y'all can definitely ask it. I'll answer it. But that was a really fun game. Again, even though we lost, very encouraging. Because really our second unit, especially offensively, was our worst. Defensively, kind of the same thing. Just Fadarian Mathis was really good against the run, but David Mayo was getting cooked. He got cooked like 2 or 3 straight plays in the passing game. Outside of that, our starters, once we started to get into a rhythm on offense and once our secondary stopped allowing guys to be open on third down, which took way too long. I don't know what Jack Del Rio got going on over there. Our starters started to look like we were the better team. Like, if our starters would have had to play the whole game, I feel like we would have won. And then our third stringers definitely were better than their third stringers. I mean, it was a huge difference. It got ugly for them boys. Okay, we got another caller in here, 757. Who's this?
Alexander Spivey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and save you in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, man?
Hey, what up, man? How you been?
Good, man. I'm just excited to have football back. That's the main thing right now. I'm just happy to be watching some football, good or bad. But there's a lot of positives that I took from this game. But how you feeling about it?
Well, I didn't really like the beginning, that first 3 and out, and then again Gibson fumbling. He's on notice. Like, he's going to lose his starting job, and even Jonathan Williams came in and was balling. Gibson might find himself in the 3rd or 4th string. He keeps fumbling. But I know Rivera's loyal to his people for a fault, but he's going to have to step it up, or he's going to lose his job real quick. Sam Howell did his thing out there. Can't say too much, but you can't really ask much of Wentz. You know, he did 10 of 13, 75 yards. He led a touchdown drive, something we couldn't do last year in the preseason. Our starting offense couldn't get a touchdown.
To save
he
their
did
lives.
that today for us.
Yep.
So it is what it is, man. Can't overboard jump from this one game, and you can't get too excited because we know how our Washington Commanders are in the past. We could go 4-0 in the preseason and go 0-16, 17 in the season, or we can go 0-4 in the preseason and win 10 games. You just never know.
Yep. This is how it goes sometimes, for sure.
Yep. So what you think? You think Wentz is going to have a breakout year or no?
No, I think so. I think, first of all, I'm encouraged by the fact that Carson Wentz is actually listening to Scott Turner. Scott Turner said soon after we traded for Carson Wentz that he's going to run, like he's going to be not a full-blown game manager like he was today. I mean, he really only had 2 offensive drives and 1 ended immediately. But he's not going to be that Carson Wentz with the stigma that he's either going to throw an 80-yard bomb or throw a clueless interception straight to a linebacker's chest. Today was more game manager-like. It literally just looked like Alex Smith with a slightly stronger arm out there today. And first of all, I feel like we can win games like that. But secondly, just to keep people optimistic, I think that we're just doing that for now, and then like we'll open up the big plays off of us attacking underneath a lot, like running game, short throws like we were doing, on rhythm throws, things like that, timing throws, and I think things will open up down the field after that.
Yeah, I'm with that. I look at it. We didn't really have everybody on the field at one time today, and people were wide open. So I think once everyone starts to get on the field, we get all our tight ends back. And you got Terry, Samuel, maybe Dame Brown, Jahan Dotson all on the field at the same time. It could be scary, man. It could be scary out.
For real. I'm optimistic, man. That was encouraging. We lost the game, but that was encouraging what we could take from it.
Well, I mean, we lost the game because Gibson fumbled at the beginning. If he hadn't fumbled, they wouldn't have got that easy touchdown.
Easy touchdown. I mean, immediately.
And I mean, if you look at it last year, a lot of games that Gibson fumbled in came down to one possession. Had he not fumbled, maybe we would have won.
Chargers game, especially first game of the season.
Yep. But and Joey Sly, I thought our kicking problems was over, and then he goes and boinks the first point after kick.
Man, I thought he was. I still think he's the answer, but yeah, that scared me.
But all right then, man. Take it easy.
All right, thank you, man. My boy Alexander Spidey, first time caller. Definitely call in again. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow as well. So, man, appreciate you calling in. I'll catch you later.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I'm bringing on my boy Ivory. What's good, Ivory?
Hey, what's good, Rico? To be honest with you, man, today's game felt like every game in Ron Rivera's tenure, man. And it's a theme that I'm coming around to.
Slow starts.
It's just his coaching style keeps every game close. It's just like Wentz. I think Wentz can really push the ball downfield. But you can clearly see that they didn't want to push the ball downfield. Other than that one shot he took with McLaurin, which he underthrew because McLaurin was there. If he'd have threw it on a rope instead of a float, it would have been a good pass. But that stuff happens. You know what I mean? You got to work that out. So I don't knock him for that. I thought he was smart. The check downs impressed me because that's what we need him to do. Because those things, as much as people want to say, well, this completion percentage, blah, 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 a lot of times the guys with high completion percentages do a lot of check downs, a lot of tight end stuff. You know what I mean? To sort of bump up that percentage. Whereas Wentz, natural inclination is to try to push it downfield. So I'm not too concerned about that. But back to Rivera, I just feel like didn't today's game feel like all the games last year? We had a turnover. We fell behind. We have a scrappy quarterback backup, get us back in the game. The defense screws it up at some point. I'm telling you, the most alarming thing in the game to me was the defense, to be real, man. I think we got a linebacker problem. I don't know what's going on with the D-line where they're giving up short runs. More than anything, I like their pressure, though, the D-line. More than anything, it's the soft zones, man. Del Rio just can't get himself out of the soft zones, Rico. It's, it's 3rd and 5. And look, you see this, Rico. You know the game. It's 3rd and 6. The corners are at 10 yards. I'm looking at the sticks, and I'm like, why are they behind the sticks? Why the hell are they that far behind the sticks? Like the quarterback is comfortable if he can see literally that you're giving literally a pad of your yard marker. I'm just like, man, why don't we just play press and force these quarterbacks to hold the ball an extra second? You know what I'm saying? So that's just so discouraging. That's Del Rio. That's coaching. I don't think it's a personnel thing, man. I think that's coaching. Because I looked at it, and when I think, who was that? Butler. Butler was kind of in on some plays, but you can tell he couldn't be aggressive because the zones called for him to sit back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got naturally aggressive players who are being forced to sort of catch the receivers. You know what I mean? It's like our secondary is playing catch. All right, they catch the ball, then we tackle. We catch the ball, and then we try to close. You can't play that way against these top-notch guys. On another positive note, Brian Robinson, man, that dude going to be a stud for us. Listen what I tell you. I love the pick. I love how he looks. He has natural vision. He's not just a downhill guy. He got some wiggle to him. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his body upright so he can see where to juke and jump in and out of cuts. We got something special in that. I thought it was telling, though, after the game what Rivera said about Gibson. He says when Gibson doesn't run hard is when he fumbles. And I thought about that. It's kind of true. When Gibson is sort of tipping through the hole, he gets real lax, and a lot of his fumbles are the same. It's right before his knee goes down when the ball is snapped out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you remember that last year it seemed like right before that knee touch, that ball will come out. So I need him to hit it up in there, even when it's a 2-yard gain, just hit it up in there hard and go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but I think actually in a weird psychological way, I think this sort of thing happening in the first preseason game is going to fire him up. He knows this guy Robinson is on his case now. So I think it'll be a good thing to fire him up. On another note, I wish we'd have got Dotson the ball. You know what I mean? We targeted him that one time. We didn't really go after, look his way. On that one throw, I thought he made the mistake because he decelerated. He didn't track the ball, which was a surprise because that's his strength as a receiver, is tracking the ball. And I think maybe the nerves or whatever, because if he had kept running, I think he would have ran right through to the catch. It could have been a little better pass, but I thought he didn't track it well. But those are just things. He only got one real target, so that's not nothing to really be concerned about. Sam Howell, dude, he got to work out some things, but dude has just a natural feel, and he has an arm, man. Like, he has a real arm. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, one-legged
arm
on
talent
the run.
is there.
Zip.
Man,
20 yards.
He has some athletic ability, man. I actually hope we put some read option in there if he plays. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
That dude can really run the ball, man. So I like that. Wentz overall was a B. I thought Wentz was fine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think McKissick is still a star. You know what I'm saying? McKissick is our third down, do everything star. McLaurin is ready. Armani Rogers, dude, we got another good dude.
I like him. I love to hear it.
Dude is nice, man. I don't like Hodges as much. He's straight line. The dude caught a pass and couldn't even move out the way. He just plowed over the guy. When he could have threw a juke and got the first down, I was like, dude, did you not have any lateral movement? But Rodgers, that dude, them ex-quarterbacks got a feel for that tight end position, man. Dude, he reminds me of I think he's a little quicker Logan Thomas. I feel like he has a little more twitchy ability because he made some tough catches. And I just think that when he get a chance in space, we got another tight end. We ain't even seen Cole Turner yet. So I'm just like, yo, we are loaded at the tight end spot.
Yes.
Offensive line was good today with the backups. I mean, you consider our starting line was pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With backups. So that was a main concern for me. And I'm like, yo, we actually got some depth there. One other thing, Daniel Wise is a good player, man. Dude always makes plays when he plays. Daniel Wise can play. I don't know how much he will play, but he seems to make stuff happen when he hits the field. I need Shaka Tony just to be a little better in his technique because his get off is really good. He took the guy's head off.
Man, the first 80% of that rush was amazing. It was the last 20%.
He has real talent, and I like him because he doesn't quit. He really is a hustler when he plays. He really hustles after plays. Our backup linebacker, Khalil Hudson, Mayo, they're trash, man. We got to get a guy, man. We got to look that waiver wire up or something, man. I don't like that linebacking core, man. That dude, David Mayo, is the 6-yard downfield tackler. He'll make like 150 tackles 8 yards downfield. I'm not into him. You know what I'm saying? He's slow and terrible, man. I didn't see Forrest flash. I don't know what happened. I didn't even see Hutchinson flash. I was looking for him.
Yeah.
I didn't really see him make plays. That Parker guy, he was flashing all over the place.
Man.
He seemed like somebody, that when players are like that. You put the pads on, put the game, play a game, and the guys may not look that great in practice, but they flash in the game. So he's somebody, like you said, he could be the new McTire, man.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty exciting thing to look forward to, man. So overall, I think it was a good performance. You hate losing just because it's dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Especially like that.
It's just a dumb thing to do. Yeah, just like that. When the penalties, it just reminds you of last year. Like we had them, and then the first part of it was the kickoff return. You're like, oh, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He returns it almost to the 40. Then you're like, and then we have him. The guy, I didn't think that was a fumble. I thought they was going to rule that incomplete because he did kind of throw it with his left hand. But I'm like, we got the ball, and then they're like, no. Then you can see Jeremy Reeves was clearly burnt. So it was a technique thing, and then Shaka Tony. So I just feel like, man, for a first game, there was nothing alarming from the guys we needed to play well. So I think that's good. If Wentz had do a couple picks or something, then everybody the sky would have been falling. So the fact that he looked credible, he looked better than Heineke, who is still a mess. Heineke is still a mess, man. The red zone interceptions are just absolute dreadful killers, man.
Throwing
I
paper
swear
airplanes,
he sailed the ball. I mean, he sailed the ball right over the dude's head. I was like, what are you doing? Such bad fundamentals, man. And so, he's a typical backup, though, and I swear if I jump Sam Howell over him if Wentz went down, man, I would.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I jump him, man. Man, listen, he would be the emergency guy, man. I would not be fooling around with Heineke. He's a guy that he every game he plays is going to be close game because he's going to get you beat too many times, and then he might make a play. So, yeah, I know you guys are people want to get on, man, but it was a good broadcast. Appreciate you having the stream for us to get in there and comment, man. Look forward to this season, man. You take it easy.
And actually, I've just been letting you go because, there is actually nobody behind you right now. Normally, there is a line, but as of right now, there isn't. So that's why I was chilling.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna keep on going. Cause I'm telling you, we got a Del Rio problem, man. Rico, we got a Del Rio problem, dude. It's not the players. It's him.
I don't want to lose Chris Harris.
It's just too soft.
Because of Jack Del Rio.
We can't lose him. Yes, dude. Sam Mills had to go. I'm hoping the Sam Mills thing encourages me to think that if it starts going bad defensively with the coordinator, that maybe this year Rivera just gonna get rid, pull the trigger and move on from Del Rio. You know what I'm saying? If you can't lose the first two games. And I watched a little bit of the Detroit game. Dude, they play hard, man. That's not gonna be an easy game. You know what I mean? There's a game we could and should win, but if we ain't right with the way we approach the game, we could lose. And I just don't think you can mess around with Del Rio if you go out 0-2. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no.
the defense is the problem. It's a problem. It's a scheme thing. We're just not aggressive enough, man. You know, and then he calls these idiotic blitzes that require the cornerback to run from 5 miles away to try to get the quarterback. Like, dude, just keep the guy at the line of scrimmage. Don't have him playing deep safety and trying to run into the quarterback. Like, what are you doing? It takes too long.
My main problem with the soft coverage is, like, it's preseason. These games don't count. Why not be aggressive now?
No.
If you're not going to be aggressive now, when are you going to be?
Yes, I'm a little concerned about these injuries, man. It's, you know, St. Jude's got a hamstring now. They say tighten up on Thursday. That's a bad injury for a corner. You know what I'm saying? Dude is just drives me nuts because he got the talent, but he just can't stay on the field. I'm actually okay with the tight end. I think we'll be fine if those guys don't get back. You know what I mean? I hope Cole Turner can get back by the last preseason game or the third one or whatever. But so I'm not too concerned. But you know, these injuries, man, we need Roulier. Roulier is a key. You know what I mean? He is the key to that line, man. And Trey Turner, I'm encouraged, man. I think our offense, and it was great to see Curtis Samuel involved, man. You know, that was a good thing. You know what I mean? I see, you know, that he's going to be back and he's going to be playing, and that's going to be exciting. De'Ami Brown, of course, Heineke got him blown up today. So I was like,
Heineke, man.
He threw him right into the safety. I was like,
right
Jesus,
into
come on, Taylor. I mean, Taylor is murder out there, man. He didn't want to keep getting our receivers hurt. I'm sure Terry's like, good Lord, I'm glad he's out of here. He threw them airplanes. He throwing them paper airplanes right in the coverage, man. I'm like, good God. So yeah, I need us really, man. My new buzzword the rest of this preseason is health. I would play Gibson a little bit. I wouldn't play him a lot because we need him. At this point, I don't even want Brian Robinson out there too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like Williams, and I think Patterson needs to see if he can make I would make Patterson the kick returner. Because that kick return game today was tragic.
Terrible.
You know, Erickson, you know, he was catching it at the 1 and at the goal line, and he just did not have no acceleration, man. I don't like dude, man. It's never really good to have receivers as your the kick returners, because they really ain't sturdy enough. They don't run hard enough, you know, and they know they can get blown up. You know what I mean? So Patterson did well last year returning kicks. Put him back there, man. Danny Johnson was always good, so I don't know what we're doing with these Carolina Panther dudes. Just get that dude out of here, man. And even Rivera after the game said he was serious about the kick returns. I was like, Erickson could get cut this week, man. He said he was serious about that. I was like, yo, Ron about to fire that dude, man.
I'm glad he's serious about it. But we do have another caller just joined in.
Go ahead, man. I'm gone, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it, Ivory. Catch you on Thursday.
All right, man. Later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got my boy Jay in the building. There was nobody else in line. I was like, hey, man, me and Ivory might as well just keep chopping it up. What's good, Jay? Oh, I think I unmuted you, then muted. Wait, what did I do? Also, before we get right to that, thank you, King Sean and Justin, for bringing up my Georgia guys, keeping me updated on James Cook. And, of course, I'm about to pull up George Pickens at 7. I got to. What's good, Jay?
Yo.
Yes, sir. What's good?
What's up, boss?
What's happening?
The game went good for it could have. It was solid. I had to say I was impressed. I mean, I wanted a touchdown from Carson Wentz, you know what I mean? But we got the touchdown from Robinson, so I was cool with that. I feel like Sam Howell showed out. He did his thing more than what people thought he was going to do. So he's showing improvement. We coming. I mean, hey, we'll see KC.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm really impressed. Like, again, technically a loss, but it's preseason. You got to take away what you can take away. And I think if we isolate certain things, it was a good day for sure.
Yes. I'm trying to wonder when we're going to see Chase again. Like, I want to see what's up with Chase. We ain't seen him for this game, so I'm a little worried. Is he going to be ready for the week 1 opener?
Doubt it. I think early is probably like week 3. Probably. Maybe.
Keep up the good work, bro. I'm about to get ready to get back to what I was doing. Keep up to it, though.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, Jay. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a good evening, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me bring my boy Christian Miller in. What's good, Christian?
What up?
What's good? What's good?
How you been, Rico?
Man, just chilling. Still got a deeper voice than I always expect. I'm still not, I guess I'm not used to it yet, but what's good, man?
No, man, I've been chilling. But yeah, man, I like what I've seen, obviously, out of Sam Howell, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Man, Taylor Heineke might be out of here after this year, so.
It's ugly. I'm not even sure if he makes it far this year.
Yeah, he might have to find him a new team after this year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and Antonio Gibson, man, you my boy, man. You got a lot of talent, but Jesus, bro, you got to hold on to the ball.
Please. I'm begging you.
Man. Brian Robinson came out there like a madman. He's going to take Gibson's spot.
Bruh. That was really, I know Gibson got to be on notice after that.
Yeah, man, you can see him on the sideline going through it. Charles Leno had to pick him up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, even before Brian Robinson started going crazy.
Yeah. But, yeah, overall, I like what we showed. We showed a lot of talent. The guy you always talk about, Monty Rogers, like how tight end room got a lot of talent. You see, they was targeting on Monty Rogers early. Kind of sucked that Cole Turner couldn't play, but yeah. But yeah, I like what we showed today overall. Even though we couldn't get a little petty win off of them for preseason. But yeah, I just wanted to call in and see how you been. I know I ain't been too active on the channel lately.
Hey, man, but you here now, man, and I appreciate it. I'm just cooling, man. I'm just excited to have football back, man. Just at the end of the day, we got football. No matter whose football it is, I'm happy.
Exactly the same, man. But all right, Rico.
I appreciate it, my boy Christian, man. Appreciate you pulling up. I'll probably holding a call-in show tomorrow as well in the evening. So if you can pull up, please do. And everybody else is here. And yeah, man, we got 61 viewers in here. If you want to call in, the lines are open. We are officially out of callers. Probably just gonna continue live stream until like 7, or if like literally nobody calls in by say like 6:40, maybe I'll go ahead and end it. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna tune into my boy George Pickens. I'm gonna work on some videos while I'm watching the Pittsburgh Steelers, because my boy George Pickens, y'all know I can't wait to watch my Georgia Bulldogs, man. Already got a little bit of Trayvon Walker, got a little bit of, Tyson Campbell got hurt in that Raiders-Jaguars preseason game, and he wasn't drafted this year, he was drafted the previous year, but still, Georgia Bulldog, keeping my eye on him. Zamir White on the Raiders at running back. I can't wait to watch did the Packers already play? Did I miss the Packers? Because the Packers got 2 of my guys. I think they're the ones that took Channing Tindall and Devontae Wyatt. I know it's definitely Devontae Wyatt. It's one of the linebackers that I really care about. Hold on. I know the Packers got somebody. Let me go peep. Hold on. Packers draft. Which one of our linebackers they get? I know the Eagles took one, the Dolphins took another one, and the Packers took one. But I can't remember if the Packers got Channing. Oh, they're the ones with Quay Walker. So Channing Tindall went to the Dolphins, and of course Nakobe Dean went to the Eagles. The Packers played yesterday. Dang, I was so busy yesterday. I didn't get to watch I didn't get to watch Desmond Ridder. I didn't get to watch the Packers. I didn't get to watch Drake London. I didn't get to see any of it. How did Christian Watson do? Did anybody see the Packers game yesterday? I'm one of those guys that was really high on Christian Watson's potential and athleticism. So I'm curious how he did. But yeah, that's Steelers game. That's what I'm literally about to be on after I'm done live streaming. I'm probably gonna end at 7. Like I said, if nobody's ready to call in by 6:40, I may go ahead and call it early. Because I'm getting to the point I've talked so much that my throat's starting to hurt and everything. So I'm just trying to have this stream so everybody can call in and say what y'all want to say on the phone lines. You know what I'm saying? We cooling, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I already poured my whole heart out, my whole brain into my review video that's 37 minutes long. So I don't want to dominate the stream. Phone lines are open. We got a 301 number. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, Rio? You can call me Jack.
Jack? Let me say Jack,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, I'm a new caller, so.
Yeah. That's why I always, like, when I don't have you saved in, I'm already like, I gotta ask who it is so I can save you instead of calling you 301 every time you called in. But what's good, Jack?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Just happy to have football back, man. Like I said, I'm about to be watching all my Georgia Bulldogs playing their preseason game on their different NFL teams. But most importantly, my Commanders played today. So our Commanders played today, and it was a really fun game.
Yeah, man, it was a great game. It was a real fun game. You know, a lot to take away from it, both good and bad. I thought the defense, I like what the D-line was doing. I actually thought we dominated the trenches, you know, for most of the game. I thought the O-line did a really good job at shutting down the Panthers' pass rush, at least up until, you know, our fourth-stringer guys came in. They let up a little bit of pressure, but even then, I think they did a great job of keeping our guys clean, you know. So, and our D-line, I thought they did a good job at, you know, getting pressure, but, you know, the second level, third level, they couldn't cover anything, man. They were leaving our out to dry, man. But you know, Carson Wentz, he looked pretty good. I liked that he kind of played it safe for, you know, for when he was in there. He didn't take, you know, too many risks. He was kind of just getting into the feel of it. You know, wasn't, you know, wasn't trying to, like, you know, throw the ball into harm's way, unlike the guy who came in after him. But so I like to see a bit more from him in the next game. But, you know, I'd like to see Jahan get a touch at least. I like to see Curtis and Terry get a couple more touches. Just build that chemistry with his receivers. You know, I like what I saw from Rodgers, man. Armani, there's something to him. He's a freak. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I love that guy, man. He's something else. But I think he's at least a year away from being like that guy. He's obviously got to put on like 20 more pounds before I think he's like really ready to be a, you know, starting tight end. It looks more like it's just a big receiver right now.
Yeah, kind of.
But I love his potential, man. He's awesome. Curtis Hodges, I mean, it's like comical. Just watch it, just like looking at him. He's just like towering over everyone else around him, man.
6'8".
You can't teach. 6'8". You can't teach that, man. But whenever I watch him, I know a lot of other people have brought up, but he doesn't play with the most strength, you know. And he's not the fastest dude out there, so I think that does cap him a little bit. But I mean, if you just need a guy to go up there and get it in the red zone, like, you know, there are a few other guys better to do it. And I like the fact that, well, I don't like our guys being out, but the fact that it gives these younger guys an opportunity to really go out and show what they got, especially with the first and second teams, it gives you a better idea of how they can compete at, you know, this next level. So I'm pretty excited for their futures. The linebackers, I actually liked a little bit what I saw from Talik. I actually think the first snap he was on, they used him as a blitzer, which is something I think he was known for doing in college. So I do like that they're using him on blitzes and those sorts of things. And I think he was not great, not awful in coverage. Mayo, I got secondhand embarrassment watching him, so enough said about him. Yeah, man. But I think when you get to the like third and fourth stringers, I thought guys like Nate Gary, you know, Milo Eifler, Trey Walker, they definitely showed flashes. I actually really liked what I saw from Nate Gary. I would not mind at all him making this team. And I mean, you know, that hit by Mile Eifler, I can't remember who it was on, but you know the one. I mean,
the big
I
hit.
felt that. I mean, that was loud. Let's see, DBs. Percy Butler, he definitely showed flashes, man. Like, he was shutting dudes down. I really liked what I saw from him, but you got to catch that. I mean, I know a lot of people were on him. Like, that was just right in your midst, man.
Yeah.
But he's got to catch those. But other than that, I thought he was great out there. So he could be this free safety of the future. I don't think he's going to unseat Bobby this year, but next year, who knows?
Yeah.
He could be the guy. Yeah.
I feel the same.
I mean, Howell, I was ecstatic when I first got him. He was probably my personal favorite QB in this draft class. I didn't think he was necessarily the number one best, but just the guy who I thought would be the best fit for this team. Just having that track team receiver core that he's got with, you know, Giambi, Curtis, Jahan, Terry. I thought he was just thriving this system, and you know, he's definitely showing that he can potentially be the guy of the future. Now, obviously, we want that to be Wentz, but you know, if nothing else, Sam Howell could be like a super high-end backup for the next few years. And if things don't work out with Carson, you know, I'm really excited about Sam. And it's a little bit poetic that he outperformed a guy who was taking like 2 whole rounds before him.
Matt Corral,
you know, he could be the steal of the draft, you know.
Yep.
He looks so much more confident than Matt Corral. He looks like much more in command of the offense. I thought he just looked better out there. He looked a lot more comfortable, and I think part of that was he was getting better protection. I think our guys did a better job of getting open, but even still, I think he was just better. But we'll see. You know, I do like Matt Corral as well, but I definitely like Sam more. So we'll see about that. I really don't know what the Panthers will do about Sam Darnold, though, man.
He's in a weird middle.
They don't. I know they don't want him, but like they're giving him too much money, and it's like obviously I think P.J. Walker and Matt Corral would be preferable as backups. Just like there was that source of conflict with both of them with both him and Baker being like first round QBs, but
yeah,
I don't know. But no one wants Sam Darnold either, so
especially for all that money.
Also, yeah. I want to see a bit more from what these depth receivers got. You know, I liked what I saw from Michelle. I love what I saw from Milne. I want to see more.
Yeah.
Tarek McGowan, he's showing some stuff. I don't think he'll make the team, but when he was dragging dudes on that one catch, down the middle, like that was his biggest strength. Because like the guy had like 21 reps on the bench or something, and he's only like 5'11", 190 pounds. So he's like abnormally strong for a dude his size, and he showed that.
Yep.
So that's what I like about him. But I still don't think he'll crack the roster, and I liked more what I saw from Dax Milne as a returner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Kelvin Harmon, I mean, that drop hurt. I will say, if it wasn't for him going out of bounds, like him coming back and like getting it, that was a pretty cool to see, but it didn't count. That feels a lot. That might seal his fate here. He might not even make the first roster. Survive the first roster cuts. I hope he does, because I still kind of believe in him. And also, like, if Cam Sims goes down, he's the only receiver on this entire roster north of 6'1". So, like, who else are you gonna trot out to be your, possession receiver?
Mm-hmm.
So, Kelvin is kind of still necessary to this team, even though. He might have sealed his fate with that drop, but it felt a lot like what happened to Steven Sims. You remember that preseason game with the Patriots last year when like Steven Sims was just wide open down the middle, and I can't remember who threw to him. I think it was Heineke or Kyle Allen, but they just threw a dart to him and he just drops it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that he just gets cut the very next day.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah. So I
was about to say there's another caller that just came in. So man, I appreciate it, Jack. Definitely definitely call in some more, man, if you can. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Some other time. But it's great talking to you, man. You take care now.
Same here, man. Yes, sir. Got you saved in. Yes, sir.
All right. You take care now.
All right, you too. Bye. What's good, Timothy? How you doing over there, man?
I'm doing good. You know, it's me, your friendly neighborhood casual football fan. You know, I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm always, you know, but the NFL might actually get me to start watching some preseason games because I ain't even watched the full game. Because I don't know, bro. I was saving this for the season opener, bro, but I'm keeping myself as reserved as possible because you know I when it happened with Wentz, you know I don't like Wentz. You know I didn't want him to be here either. So I'm just gonna see what happens. Like I'm not gonna make any prejudgments. I mean, other than the fact that I don't like Wentz, that's a prejudgment in and of itself. But I mean, other than I'm like, we're either gonna succeed or we're not. I was in what was I think? I was in Juan Gotti's stream, and then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you know, we should make a Sam Howell the number 2." And that wasn't sounding that ridiculous because you know I'm a Heineke guy, but my gosh, that was terrible.
Night and day between them two, man.
That was awful. I stick up for my guy Heineke, but that was awful. I don't know. I feel like Heineke is his own worst enemy because I've seen his good, but his bad is so bad. Like if we could just have your good, I'm just like I don't know. I feel like if Heineke was on a different team with like better circumstances and they like, you know, call up some running plays, like teach him how to actually just use his legs and not be afraid to run. I mean, you can't really teach him not hold on to the ball too long. That's kind of his problem because I'm just like, you can just get the ball off. Because I'm just like, there's times where I'm looking back at the previous season, like he had some good throws, like when DeAndre Carter was still in, like especially that Tampa Bay game. He was really good in that game. Like, and I don't know. And then there are other times he's just awful. And I'm just like, with that interception, I'm like, bro, who are you throwing that to? I'm like,
paper airplanes.
I'm like, who are you throwing that to? Now, I heard you say. One thing I was going to ask, did the Steelers haven't played a preseason game yet, right? Because I think on your live coverage you were talking about all the other rookies they got taken in their games. And you're like, oh, yeah, Pickett was terrible. I was like, wait. I was like, don't they play tonight?
No, I didn't know. I'm saying I can't wait to watch Pickens. I don't remember who I may have said was terrible.
No, because in the stream you said Howell played better than the other ones and everybody else has been terrible. I was like, wait, did Pickett even play yet? I mean, you know I wanted Kenny Pickett.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you said Pickens. I'm tripping. That's my fault.
Nah. Oh, wait. You might have said, that's hilarious. I might have misheard you. You might have said Pickens. Well, no, Pickett. You said Pickett in the stream, right? Yeah, but he's playing tonight, so it'll be interesting to see that. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think Sam Howell played better than Malik Willis. I mean, Malik Willis was nice.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, but I think Howell played better. Like, and he definitely got an arm. I was watching a breakdown, somebody breaking down the film. And they were like, he has such a weird. He puts his whole shoulder into the throw. It's a weird throw. I'm like, it works.
Hey, I'm about to say, gets the job done.
I'm like, you can have the ugliest throw motion ever. I'm like, if it gets touchdowns, then I don't know. But I don't know. Hopefully he gets more playing time in these other preseason games. Like, I know he's not probably going to get that much, but maybe a little bit more. And then I'm a little worried, though, because I'm like, I feel like he has great potential, but we do not develop players well. Like, at all. It's just so much wasted potential here. I'm just like, anywhere else, I'm like, can we go back to I'm like, bro, where's our, like, bro, I don't think we got any like coaches on our team that are probably going to go to be head coaches. You know, like you look at how, you know, with O'Connell getting a job and McVay getting a job and like Kyle Shanahan. I'm like, I don't see anybody here that's a future NFL coach. I feel like our coaching squad is pretty mid. Like, it's not a very good coaching squad. Like, I understand people got love for Ron Rivera, bro, but like, for me, like the honeymoon period is over. I'm just like, bro, I just want to win games, and I'm like, if we're terrible this year, or like not very good at least, I'm like, I'd be a horrible owner because, like, I would have already fired Ron Rivera by now. I want Ron Rivera. If I'm being honest, I want Ron Rivera to get fired. And some people might think I'm ridiculous, but, like, I'm like, dude, we can do better. I'm like, we can do better. I want Dan Snyder gone, too. We can do better, bro. We can do so much better. We can do so much. I don't know, bro. I'm afraid that Wentz is going to be terrible, bro. But I don't know who he's going to be. So, like I said, I'm gonna just watch the games. We got less than 4 weeks. I'm gonna just watch the games and see what happens. And if I'm right, I'm gonna bang the drum and say that I was right, obviously. But if I was wrong, I'm gonna admit I was wrong. Because I mean, it's not like I want to see our team suck and lose games. Obviously not. Because like I'm so conflicted when I hear people, like, especially when they talk about, like, oh, the NFC, the NFC is like cupcake, da 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 da, and it's just like who's gonna make the playoffs and stuff like that. And just anytime briefly on these sports shows that the NFC East comes up, like, just the amount of disrespect that they have towards our team just be getting me, bro. But I'm just like, I'm conflicted because I can't even get that mad because, like, we were bad last year. And, like, we're not consistent, and, like, I don't know, bro. And, like, it's just you're forcing me to get defensive again about Carson Wentz, and, like, I can't do it. I can't do that. And then I'm just like, what's the alternative, Heineke? I'm like, bro, I have to hope that we get, like, just, like, a dark horse future multiple Super Bowl winner in Sam Howell, bro. Because I don't think that this Carson Wentz experience is going to work out. And as much as I love Heineke, he's not the answer. So I don't know, bro. I gotta learn to let stuff go. So I think the reason I don't like Ron is because I feel like he lied to me. Like, I remember, like,
about what, Samuel?
No, I'm saying lied to me, like, because, like, he was like, oh, we'll draft the quarterback next year. When we didn't, move up to get Justin Fields, which I feel like Justin Fields his career is just going to be probably awful because he's with the Bears. Like, they're going to be terrible this year, and I don't think it's going to work out well for him being with the Bears. I don't think that's going to be, unless they just get radically better and just, I don't see that happening. I'm just like, you could have been good here. And I'm just like, Ron, why didn't you take this man? I'm like, you could have. I don't know, bro. It's just, but yeah, nah, I'm not just about to be here rambling. Like, that's just me. I'm letting my emotions get in it, but I'm just like, there's other reasons. Even dumb stuff like with how the game ended, like today. I'm just like, you make the throw, and I'm like, okay, he catches the ball, call the timeout immediately, kick a field goal. Time's over. I'm like, bro, there was time to call a timeout. Like,
that was weird. I thought we had 1 second left and a timeout left.
Yes, there was. I watched 2 seconds click off of the clock, and I'm like, wait, how did you not call it? I don't know, bro. I don't know. This better not happen. This is a preseason game, so I'm not, it's not the end of the world, but I'm just like, bro. Like, can September 11th just come already, bro? Because I just need to know. Because, like, I wasn't going to watch any preseason games, bro. I don't be watching interviews. I don't really watch highlights like that because I'm just like, bro, I can't muster fake enthusiasm. I remember last year, like, oh, we about to do this. We can make it to the Super Bowl. Just all that. I'm just like, they let me down, bro. So I'm just like, you got to win me back. I'm still a fan, but you got to win me back. You ain't getting that unless we do something good this year, bro. You're not getting that back. It's just gonna be what's going to happen. That's just how I'm going to approach it. But I'm like, I feel like we got good pieces, so we can be good. I'm just like, maybe I'd have more enthusiasm if we had a quarterback that wasn't Carson Wentz, bro. I don't know. He's really the main stumbling block because I'm like, I've seen stuff with Jahan Dotson that looks good, and the stuff I saw from Brian Robinson today looks good, and Curtis Samuel and all that. So I'm like, it looks good, and I'm like, it looks like it will work. I'm like, we got most of the same pieces from last year, and like, I don't know. That's all I got. I don't know. I want heads to roll if we suck this year, bro. I want people fired. Obviously, Jack Del Rio. Obviously, Ron Rivera. I need somehow. I'm like, bro, y'all so. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at Goodell. If you're trying to make examples of people, bro, make an example of Dan Snyder and take this man's team, bro. Take this man's team from him. Just take it away, bro. You make it like just. Show the league you mean business and get rid of Dan Snyder, bro. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And I'm like, but who about a team though? Like, I don't. Oh my gosh, I heard people like, oh, what's his name? Jeff Bezos. I don't want Jeff. Yeah. I don't want him to buy. I don't. No, I don't like Jeff Bezos. That's beside the point. But I'm gonna let you go.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say what?
Yeah, somebody entered the call.
Yeah, all right, Rico, that's all I got.
All right, man, appreciate that, Timothy. Yes, sir, my boy. Hey, man, that's always funny, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
The conference has been locked.
All right, we're going to go to T-Roy for the final call. How you doing over there, T-Roy?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's happening, Rico?
What's good, man? Chilling. Just excited to have football back, man. Plain and simple, man. That's no matter who playing.
Hey, me and you both, man. I don't mind who playing either, but I was glad we was playing today.
Oh yeah, it hit different. It definitely hit different.
Hey, I was excited, man. I was glad to see what I saw from my starters. They started slow, but I thought they picked it up on that last one. I don't know if they was playing the second defense on the other team or not. I don't know Carolina's team that well, so I don't know what defense they was playing, but they looked good on that last drive that they had.
Yeah, Brian Robinson, man.
What do you think of? Yeah, I think Gibson's in a little bit of trouble, man. I mean, trouble. He gonna be there. He gonna be there, but I think Brian Robinson is the real deal, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think everybody looked good, man. Howell looked good today. I don't think he's gonna take over that second spot just yet. I like Heineke. Heineke did Heineke things. He got hit in the back, got the little interception. That's kind of Heineke type things. I don't know if that's Heineke or whatever that was, but he did get hit on that throw. The guy was open and he was hitting everybody else on that drive. So I don't just think he just overthrew that on just GP. But well, I think everybody played well. I'm excited about this year, but I am tempering it down a little bit. But I think we still gonna go 10-6 this year, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, well, with the extra game, you giving it an extra win or an extra loss?
I just been at 10-7. I've been at 10-7. I think we're still there. I think I'm saying put it 10-7. My thing I was looking for this today, and I kind of liked it. He missed the interception. He don't like good things. That was Percy Butler.
Yeah.
Percy Butler, he looked good, man. He looked good. He just missed the interception.
Yeah, we got to work on that. But that's why a lot of DBs are DBs instead of receivers, because of that.
Yeah, exactly that. No bull, man. But I'm looking forward to next week, seeing what they do next week, man. Hey, I don't know why Williams in front of Patterson. Patterson, my guy. I want Patterson there. Patterson looked good when he was in there. I'm sorry.
I ain't mad at it. I thought they both looked good, but Jared Patterson, because at first when Jonathan Williams was running, I was like, uh-oh. Then Jared Patterson came in. I was like, okay, way to respond. I love it. And Jared Patterson gives you more return ability, like as far as kickoffs and stuff like that. So we're going to see.
Right. I like both of them. Both of them did good today. I'm not mad at either one of them. I just like Patterson. He's from the area. I want Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
That run he had, that run he had nothing, man. He cut that thing back, swum the dude, and ran and just dipped on another dude, got the first down, 3rd and 6. Man, that was nice. Beautiful. That's what I want to see in my running backs.
Yep. Make something out of nothing.
All right, man. I know I'm your last call, man. It was a long day. Enjoy your day, man. I just thought just chop it up a little bit.
Man, I appreciate you calling in, man. Appreciate it. And I'll more than likely be holding a call-in show tomorrow, so if you can't pull up again tomorrow, 6 p.m., please do.
All right, man. Will do.
All right, man. Have a good evening.
You do the same, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got some good calls in today, man. I appreciate everybody that called in. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody that pulled up to the during the game live stream as well. That was so fun watching football together, man. That's one of the main reasons I prefer to be at home rather than at the game, because I get to live stream and talk to y'all. And whether I agree or disagree, I just love all of the chaos in the chat. Man, I absolutely love it. And then just watching football, I can't wait for Sunday so I can watch multiple games at the same time. Of course, our game is always going to be the biggest screen, but I just love football. I can't wait for college. I'm just super excited that everything is back. I see Sam Howell will be the starter next year. Injuries are the key factor. But yeah, man, I'm super excited, man. I appreciate all y'all in the chat as well, even though I didn't get to see everything y'all said. I'm just really happy that we that just football is back. I know I keep saying it, but like y'all don't understand, because I mean a lot of people have other sports that they really care about. But like I guess outside of basketball, kinda. All I got is my football, and again, I care about football way more than basketball, so I'm just happy. I feel like I'm back. We're almost to the fall, my favorite part of the year. I'm just super excited, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all. Definitely gonna make sure y'all pull up to my post-game review video where I break down everything that went down in the game, both good and bad. I go position group by position group, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, all the way through to the defense. And I also touch on special teams as well. So, man, make sure y'all go check out my game review video, and make sure y'all pull up tomorrow for the call-in show at 6 p.m. And yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. That was so fun. He said Sam Howell might start mid-season. Your boy Jelani Woods scored a TD today. Oh, that's good to hear. I don't even remember what team took him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kept track of all of my Georgia Bulldogs, but anybody outside of my Georgia Bulldogs, it was really hard for me to keep track of where everybody went. But I'm happy to hear that Jelani Woods is looking good. I mean, it kind of sucks for us because we didn't get him. But you know, me as an evaluator, a heavy draft guy, I love college football. I even keep track of, you know, recruiting and stuff like that, especially when it comes to SEC, in my Georgia Bulldogs. So I'm happy to hear that. Oh yeah, he is on the Colts. The Colts took a few guys I wanted. They took an offensive lineman I really wanted. They took Jelani Woods. I can't remember the offensive lineman, and they took a receiver. I can't remember which receiver it was. Was it the one from Cincinnati, from the Cincinnati receiver with Desmond Ridder in them? Was that were they the ones that took him? I think it was him. I believe so. Yeah, man. They had a draft that I would have done. So shouts out to the Colts, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all tomorrow with the live stream again. Make sure you go check out my game review video, 37 minutes long. Yeah, Alec Pierce, thank you. Yeah, again, my mind is Commanders and Georgia, and I'll work on everything else as we go through the season right now. We got our offense QB in the 5th round and still trash house. All right, y'all, man. I will catch y'all later again. Thanks. Shout out to the callers. Shout out to all of y'all in the chat. Please leave a like on the stream on the way out. It's free for y'all, and it means a lot to me. I'd really appreciate it. And, man, I'm going to catch y'all later. Catch y'all tomorrow, 6 p.m. with another live stream. I'm out.